94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city. I'm Juan Castillo on the workforce, and it is my pleasure to have with me Kermit Carolina from the New Haven Public Schools. I just know you as coach, brother. You know, that's hard for me. It's hard for me to. Are you missing coaching, brother? That's the question. First question I got for you.
Hey, brother, I always miss. I miss those days. It was great, man. I miss being on the sideline. Making decisions in split seconds. On the spot and on the hot seat. It was exciting. But nowadays I watch my former assistants. I watch them, and I get enjoyment out of watching what they do, man, out there. They're doing a great job at Hill House, and the other assistant out at West Haven High School, Tyree Sullivan and Renard Sutton. Those guys are doing a great job, and more importantly, they're keeping kids in school and doing the right things.
Absolutely, absolutely.
As a former ball player yourself, bro.
Absolutely,
it goes under the radar too.
It's hard. I know. It's hard though, brother. It's hard. It's hard to give it up, isn't it? It's hard to give it up,
bro. It's hard, man.
But we're busy watching the young ones do their thing, and of course, the NBA is jumping off right now, and I'm excited about that. It's been the playoffs have been great, and except for my Knicks are not in there, so I'm not feeling very good about that.
I'll just say no comment on that.
So in your new role, man, I mean, the WYBC Griffin Tilery Back To School rally with the New Haven Public Schools again this year. Of course, we're doing it a little different, man. So talk about that a little bit.
Oh, man. Well, first of all, man, I just want to say how exciting it's been just to work with you, Juan, work with Drew over at the station, and just YBC in general, man. You guys have been great to us. And I don't think people really realize, how much you guys put forward, the resources that you provide. And you guys have been doing this a long time. New Haven's joined on board at this point, and I know Sam Tilery would be very proud of what you're doing to continue his work. And so I'm excited to be a part of that. The New Haven, I mean, obviously, we've over the last few years, I don't know how many years it's been now since I've been involved. I'm going to say three, maybe 4 years.
Yeah, it's about 3 or 4. Yeah.
And we were in the athletic center. People were coming in person to receive bags. We were doing a bunch of, we were providing opportunities for people to get resources at tables to learn more information about different things the community agencies provided. We had fun activities for kids in the field house. And it's always been a great day. You guys were basically live and in the building, doing interviews. So it was great. Now under COVID-19, we were forced to adjust. We still wanted to provide parents and students with the resources they needed to get off to a great start to the school year. And so Drew and I, we decided that, and with others involved at the table as well, we said that, we needed to bring the resources to the communities across the city instead of having to come to us. We were trying to reduce the amount of people on city buses that were coming to get book bags and school supplies. So we actually picked 5 locations around the city to do it. One being Ross Woodward, which is over in the Exit 8 area, as the kids call it, in that whole neighborhood over there, Eastern Circle and so on and so forth. We picked Fairhaven, Johnny Martinez School in Fairhaven. We picked Clemente. Those two, by the way, Ross Woodward and Johnny Martinez, we actually we got an overwhelming response. People came out in droves, and so much so that the book bags that we had put aside for the other 3 sites, we literally had to distribute most of those. In fact, all of them at the first 2 sites. We have a new shipment coming in. But the 3 sites that are remaining, Clemente, which is in the Hill, Brennan Rogers, which is in the West Rock area, another isolated area of the city, and Hill House, which basically captures both Dixwell and Newhallville. That is the last site that those 3 sites are the last 3 that we're looking to do before the school year begins.
Right.
We're excited about that. And we're waiting. The supplies, some of them have come in, but we're waiting for the rest of them now. And we anticipate next week, getting out there and doing some things.
So now folks can drive up and they can also walk up too, right?
So it was an opportunity for them to drive up. We arranged it where we were in the parking lot of the school. We set up the logistics so that people could literally drive up. We were practicing social distancing, wearing masks. We would find out how many bags they needed, and they would pre-register. Obviously, they had to pre-register first to get the bags.
Mm-hmm.
And when they pulled up, they popped their trunk, and we dropped the bags in the back of the trunk, and then give them a nice goodbye, and then they wave off and say thank you.
Oh,
So,
that's fantastic.
very
That's
efficient, brother. But
Yeah.
in the efficiency, we got more people. So,
but that's all good, man. That's all good. The more the merrier. You know, it's a beautiful thing. And I want to thank you, man, and the New Haven Public Schools for really, stepping up and helping us with this. It's been a great collaboration. Definitely, we had to take a look at it differently this year. Everything is different this year. Let's face it, and I know the kids are still looking forward to learning, because that's really what it's all about. But next year, let's hope that we'll be back in the field house, but we also got to work together to beat this virus, man. And that's what the city is doing. We're doing pretty good, but we're still some months away, from getting back to normal, whatever that might be called.
Right, exactly. And my hat goes off to all the first of all, the Board of Education, which is doing a great job of really, trying to make sure that all of our kids are safe under this, as we go through this virus, this pandemic, I should say, and all the educators, all of my colleagues, at central office and in the school buildings, the principals and leaders. I mean, they're really working hard behind the scenes. I don't think the public realizes how much pressure they're under to, first of all, provide a safe environment for our kids.
Yes.
And secondly, to prepare to teach, provide a top class education remotely. What that training looks like, and getting teachers ready to do that.
Yeah.
And it's a scary time, because a lot of our teachers, they want to know that they're going to be safe if they enter a building. Our parents want to know their kids are going to be safe as they enter the building. But there's two sides of this coin, right? There's a lot of people who want to go back in the building. And there's a lot of people who don't want to go back in the building. And for obvious reasons, you
got to take consideration and all of that. I'm gonna put up all the sponsors too, because we need to kind of give them the big ups. Obviously, Griffin Health is one of the sponsors. The GE Credit Union, great sponsors, and we gave out masks. So thanks to Bob and Amy Stefanowski for masks for Connecticut, with all the masks that they gave up. Cricket Wireless was also a co-sponsor, and Speedy Wash and Wax, and of course the New Haven Public Schools. And without all of us working together like this, man, things would not have been as when I had gone through as well as it has so far.
Teamwork makes the dream work. And cricket representatives from cricket, actually, they rolled their sleeves up and came out there and were passing them out. That was very impressive. But I'm thankful to all the sponsors as well, the co-sponsors. I want to say thank you to all of you. It couldn't happen without you.
Absolutely. Well, brother, keep up the great work, man. I see you on the basketball court. Let's go back to Edgewood Park, bro.
Okay. All right. Don't jumped off the sneakers now. It's been a long time.
Listen, before you go, I gotta tell you a story. Okay, so one summer, it was Earl Kelly's his junior year, right? At UConn. And we were playing ball out there, right? Now, I had never seen Earl dunk, right? Never seen him dunk, right? Yo, he dunked on me, man. I saw it up close and personal, bro. You know what I mean? And the whole park fell out, of course, but I fell out too. But you know something? I can say that the great Earl Kelly dunked on me. I shot a 3-point. I shot a 3-pointer after that when we came down the court, because I had to get him back. You know what I mean?
Okay. Had to give him the Carmelo pop.
I had to do the 3. Yeah. You know what I mean? But big up to Earl Kelly, man, and all the great ball players in the city, man. But listen, thank you so much, brother, for all the work you've done.
Before we get off, let me just send a big shout out to my colleagues who work with me. Put a lot of time in. Gemma Joseph Lumpkin, the chief of of Youth Family Engagement. She's outstanding. Charles Blango and his dropout prevention team, and Jeannie Flores. I'm going to stick her out in particular because her and her daughter were on the front line of this work, really stuffing those bags. And I just want to say thank you to all of them and everyone else in our department who helped out and make that day possible, and we'll continue to make it possible.
Absolutely.
And Danny Diaz behind the scenes.
Oh yeah, Danny. Yeah, absolutely, no question. Yeah. And Drew Carano, man, our promotions director, man.
Drew,
my
man,
boy was out there, man. Unbelievable, you know what I mean? So all right, brother. Well, listen, man, you keep it, up, man, and we got your back, brother. You know that, all right?
I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much, man.
Juan Castillo on the workforce, 94.3 WYBC, the rhythm of the city.
All right, brother.